Welcome all of you. We will go ahead with the basic concept of LCM and HCF. As the name goes, LCM is least common multiple. It is the least among the common multiples of different numbers. And HCF is highest common factor. It is the highest among common factors of the number. Remember, these two concepts are frequently utilized in quantitative aptitude in number of problems, and hence the fundamental of this concept is very much essential for most of the problems in quantitative aptitude. Now let's see the details. LCM and HCF. Let's see the concept of least common multiple. LCM of two or more numbers is the least among the common multiples of all the numbers. Let's take an example. Find LCM of 12 and 15. Multiples of 12 are, go for multiplying the 12. 12 ones 12, 12 twos are 24, 36, 48, 60 and so on. So these are the multiples of 12. Beyond 120 also they will continue. Multiples of 15 are 15, 15 into 1 is 15, 15 into 2 is 30, 15 into 3 is 45 and so on. Beyond 120 also they will continue. So we can find what are the common multiples. Initially we found multiples. Now we will find what are the common multiples among them. Common multiples for 12 and 15 seems to be 60, 120, 180, 240 and so on. Among these common multiples, 60 happens to be the least. So LCM is least among common multiples of the number. This is the basic concept. Let's see further. Now there is another method of finding LCM, of course, based on the same concept of least among common multiples. We can find prime factors of both numbers and then common factors among them are taken once and are multiplied by uncommon factors to get LCM. Let's see how it goes about. 12 we factorize into the prime factors. 2 into 2 into 3. Prime factor means what? All the factors which are prime numbers. 15, again we go for prime factors, and the prime factors are 3 into 5. You can look at the factors. Here the common factor is 3. We take 3 only once and then multiply it by all the remaining uncommon factors, namely 2 and 2 from 12 and 5 from 15. So the LCM becomes 3, which is a common factor, multiplied by product of all uncommon factors, that is 2 into 2 into 5. Thus the LCM becomes 60. This is another method. Let's see another example and try to dwell upon how to go about for getting LCM. Find LCM of 12, 15, 25, 40. Now we get prime factors for all the numbers as mentioned. LCM is the product of highest powers of all the prime factors of all the numbers. In all there are 3 distinctly different prime factors, namely 2, 3 and 5 of all the numbers. If you can look at highest power of 2, you can look at it. If you consider the factors of 12, the power of 2 is 2 into 2, means 2 raised to 2. In 15, there is no 2, so the power of 2 is 0. In 25, there is no 2, the power of 2 is 0. And in 40, it is 2 into 2 into 10. And therefore the power of 2 is 2. So the highest power of 2 among all factors happens to be 2. Now, if you consider The 40, there is another factor 2 coming in. So it is basically 2 into 2 into 2. So it is 2 raised to 3. For 12, the factor is 2 raised to 2. For 15, the factor is 2 raised to 0 because 2 is not there. For 25, the factor of 2 is 2 raised to 0 because 2 doesn't exist. But for 40, the factor is 2 raised to 3. And 2 raised to 3 happens to be the highest power. So we take this 2 raised to 3 for calculating LCM. Similarly, highest power of 3 as a factor among the numbers will be, look, at 12, it is 3 raised to 1. At 15, it is 3 raised to 1. At 25, it is 3 raised to 0 because there is no 3. At 40, again it is 3 raised to 0 as there is no 3. And therefore, the highest power of 3 happens to be 1, that is 3 raised to 1. While highest power of 5, if you look at it, in the 12, there is no 5, so it's a 5 raised to 0. In 15, it is 5 raised to 1. In 25, it is 5 raised to 2. And again in 40, it is 5 raised to 1. So in 25, we got 5 raised to 2. So 5 raised to 2 is the highest power of 5. So 2 to the power 3 is the highest power. 3 to the power 1 is the highest power. 5 to the power 2 is the highest power. And therefore we obtain LCM as 2 to the power 3 means 8. Into 3 to the power 1 is 3. Into 5 to the power 2 is 25. So 8 into 3 into 25 is 600. Let's proceed. Find LCM of the numbers 12, 15, 25 and 40. We have recently seen how to go about LCM, but now this is a different method. This alternate method basically keeps on reducing the dimension of problem. We find common prime factor in 2 or more numbers. Perhaps our aim is to find out the least common multiple. But what we are going to find out? Here we are going to find out common factor among 2 or more numbers. Let's say common factor is 2. We can see 12 has a factor 2, 40 has a factor 2, but 15 and 25, they do not have factor 2. So what we do? L is equal to LCM of 12, 15, 25, 40, which is equal to that common factor 2 we have taken outside, 2 into LCM of the numbers which we got after reducing. So 12 divided by 2 is 6. So in place of 12, 6 will come. 40 divided by 2 is 20. So in place of 40, 20 will come. 15 and 25 will remain unaffected because 2 is the common factor from 12 and 40. Similarly, once again, 2 will be common factor for 2 numbers 6 and 20. We take another 2 out and 6 gets reduced to 3. 15, 25 will remain as they were and 20 will get reduced to 10. Similarly, 3 and 5 can be considered as prime factors of some of the numbers in above, which can be given similar treatment sequentially. Let's take out 3 as a common factor from 3 and 15. So 3 will get reduced to 1, 15 will get reduced to 5. So we get L is equal to 2 into 2 into 3 into LCM of 1, 5, 25 and 10. Then we can take a 5 as a common factor from 5, 25 and 10. We take it out. 1 will remain as it is. 5 will become 1. 25 will become 5 and 10 will become 2. As we realize that all the factors which are involved are 1, 1, 5 and 2. So either they are 1 or they are prime factors. So our process stops here. And therefore resultant LCM L is equal to 2 into 2 into 3 into 5 as we have taken them outside earlier, and the product of the remaining things 1 into 1 into 5 into 2. The answer is 600. So this is another method of reducing the problem. Let's proceed ahead. After looking at LCM, now we proceed to calculate HCF, highest common factor. Highest common factor is the highest among the common factors of the given numbers. Let's take an example. Find HCF of 12 and 15. Factors of 12 are 12 is divided by and divisible by 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12. Factors of 15 are 15 is divisible by 1, 3, 5 and 15. If you look at the factors of 12 and 15, we can find out that 1 and 3 happens to be the common factor. Hence the highest among the common factors 1 and 3 is 3. Therefore, HCF of 12 and 15 is 3. Let's go for some difficult problem. Let's find out the highest common factor of 120, 150, 275 and 600. Again, the method will remain same. We try to find out factors of all the numbers as indicated below. That 120 is divisible by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 and so on. 150 is divisible by 1, 2, 3 up to 150. Similarly, we get the factors of 360 and 600. We can find common factors among these factors of 120, 150, 360 and 600 as 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15, 30. These are the common factors which can divide all the four numbers. 30 happens to be the highest among all the common factors. Hence, highest common factor of 120, 150, 360 and 600 is equal to 30. Now let's see some different method of finding the HCF. Find the HCF of 256, 900 and 1024. We factorize three numbers in terms of the prime factors. Distinct common factors are the power of common prime factors 2, 3 and 5. HCF is product of highest powers of all common prime factors of the given numbers. Highest power of 2, which is common in all, you can find out highest power of 2 which is common in all is only 2. Though 2 to the power 256 is equal to 2 to the power 8, while 900 is having 2 to the power 2 as a factor, while the 1024 is having 2 to the power 10. So 256 is having a factor 2 to the power 8, 900 is having power 2 to the power 2 and 1024 is having 2 to the power 10. So among these three numbers, the highest but common, the common is 2 to the power 2. So 2 raised to 2 equal to 4 is a common factor pertaining to power of 2. Highest power of 3 which is common in all, if you look at it, there is no factor 3 in 256. So practically it is 3 to the power 0. In 900, there is a factor 3 to the power 2. In 1024, there is no factor 3. So 3 to the power 0. So 3 to the power 0, 3 to the power 2 and 3 to the power 0. Among these, 3 to the power 0 is the highest but common. Similarly, highest power of 5 which is common in all numbers is 0, and therefore we get HCF as 2 to the power 2, that is 4, into 3 to the power 0, that is 1, into 5 to the power 0, that is 1. So 4 into 1 into 1 is equal to 4. Alternatively, suppose we get the factors of all the numbers as we have seen in the previous slide, and then we find that the common factors are 1, 2 and 4. And 4 happens to be the highest among common factors with the definition of fundamentals of HCF. So HCF of the given numbers 256, 900 and 1024 is 4. We'll see alternate method for getting HCF. Find HCF of 24 and 60. Here we divide the bigger number by smaller number. So bigger number will be dividend, which is 60. Smaller number will be divisor, which is 24. If we try to divide 60 by 24, 24 into 2 is 48 and the remainder is 12. So we get 24, we get quotient as 2, remainder as 12. Then we divide the earlier divisor, which is 24, by the earlier remainder 12. So we get the remainder as 0. We have to repeat the process till we get remainder 0. Then the last divisor will be the HCF. Here 12 will be the HCF of 24 and 60. Let's make it further clear by more examples. Find the HCF of 10 and 900. Divide bigger number, that is dividend 1024, by smaller number divisor, that is 900, to get the remainder 124. Then divide the earlier divisor 900 by earlier remainder 124, we get remainder as 32, because 900 is 124 into 7 plus 32. We have to repeat this process till we get the remainder 0. So divide 124 by 32 to get the remainder 28. Then divide 32 by 28 to get the remainder as 4. And then divide 28 by 4 to get the remainder 0. Then the last divisor 4 will be the highest common factor. Here 4 will be the HCF of 1024 and 900. Now let's see the example, extended one, to find the HCF of 3 numbers, 256, 900 and 1024. Concept is very simple. HCF of these 3 numbers is equal to 256, HCF of 256 and HCF of remaining numbers. So we are reducing the problem. HCF of 256 and HCF of 900 and 1024 we already obtained in previous slide. So we'll get HCF of 256 and 4. Apply same alternate method to get HCF of 256 and 4. Divide 256 by 4, then we get the remainder as 0. Hence 4 is the HCF of 256 and 4, and therefore HCF of 3 numbers 256, 900 and 1024 is equal to H is equal to 4. If you look at the by observation, you can move in a little bit fast track way. 256 is 2 to the power 8 and 1024 is 2 to the power 10. So 256 can divide 1024. So if we consider the HCF between 256 and 1024, it happens to be 256. So 1024 can be eliminated. And HCF of the 3 numbers 256, 900 and 1024 is equal to HCF of 256 and 900. How to obtain HCF of 256 and 900? Again, previous method. Divide 900 by 256, remainder is 132. Divide 256 by 132, remainder is 124. Divide 132 by 124, remainder is 8. Divide 124 by 8, remainder is 4. Divide 8 by 4, remainder is 0. The last divisor 4 is the HCF of 256 and 900, and hence the HCF of the 3 numbers 256, 900 and 1024 will be 4. Perhaps with this your most of the concept of LCM and HCF are clear by normal method and alternate method. Now let us see about the properties of LCM and HCF. If L and H are respectively LCM and HCF of 2 numbers A and B, then product of A and B is product of L and H, that is product of LCM and HCF. Let's see the common example. Find the LCM and HCF of A is equal to 34 and B is equal to 85. We obtain factors of 34 and 85 as 5 into 17 and 2 into 17 and 5 into 17 respectively. LCM is the product of common factor taking ones and all other uncommon factor. Here the common factor is 17, so we take 17 ones multiplied by, in bracket, product of uncommon factors 2 into 5. So our LCM is 170. While HCF is highest common factor. Here we realize the common factor in both number happens to be 17. So HCF is 17. 34 into 85, we can equate it to 170 into 17. And therefore A into B is equal to LCM of AB into HCF of AB. We can make use of this property in solving many problems. Friends, now we have almost completed the initial understanding of LCM, initial understanding of HCF and their relationship. We have also seen the normal or regular method of getting LCM and HCF, and we have also seen how to get LCM HCF by alternate method. This background is going to be frequently used in entire quantitative aptitude. So I'll request all of you to master this so that you will not hurdle any time while solving the problems in quantitative aptitude. Thank you.